got some fun? What are you doing? You're eating the snow.
I got my ice cream.
What is it?
A mermaid spoon and a big spoon.
It's a mermaid. Woohoo!
Daddy, do you shake your booty?
Shake booty. Hey, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Rachel, and today I am going to go through, sorry for the dog, I'm going to go through our homeschool curriculum, all the stuff that I use for the 3 of my daughters that I homeschool. 2 of them are here, Michaela and Adrian. So Michaela, I do preschool, and Adrian, I do kindergarten, and Hannah is in the back of the house. She's wanting to clean up her room, which I am not going to argue with. And she is in well, technically she's listed as 1st grade, but I have her in doing a 2nd grade curriculum because she can. So rather than making her do kindergarten or 1st grade work, I'm pushing her ahead just because she's has the capability to, and since I'm homeschooling, I can. So I wanted to do this at the beginning of the school year before I even started, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't get a chance to, because it's given me the opportunity to see how I like the curriculum before I start telling anybody. That way, if there's things that I don't like or things that I would change, or if I really do like the way it works, I can either recommend or have you steer clear. But then again, remember, my kids are not the same as everybody else's. Your kids may like some of the stuff that we don't like, so this could give you some tips for the year coming up if you so choose. So I will quickly go through each of the curriculums that I'm using and let you know how we like them. This is the 2nd grade curriculum. Right now for Hannah, I am using, for history, we're doing Pearson, My World Social Studies. I haven't opened this yet because I haven't needed to. We have a lot of, this is teacher resources. This is just extra stuff. But by the time we finish, I feel like there's not enough time to get to that. This might be something fun to do, like, I don't know, during a break instead of just stopping altogether, like during summer break. I might do like the extra activities that are in there. For science, we use Bookshark, and it comes with all of the books that you'll need for the entire school year. And it also comes with, and it also comes with this science DVD that goes through different activities. So these two kind of work hand in hand, the activity book and the activity DVD. And it goes in so you can watch him do experiments and then do your own experiments with the kids. And this is what everything comes in. So this is the 2nd grade curriculum. I'll show you real quick. So you get the binder, and it's separated by week. So every week, what you'll be doing, this is a 4-day curriculum. Sorry about the dog. He sees everybody walking outside and he wants to go join them. So it has the instructor's guide. So what I really like about this, we've used this curriculum for 3 years now, and I really like it because it's broken up by 4 days. So I can, if you have activities that you do once a day, you can go on field trips, or if you have co-op or anything, then it's only 4 days out of the week. It tells you what book you'll be working in each day, what pages, activity sheet, the questions, and then optional do-togethers that you could do with your kids. And then it explains everything that you will be doing. So day 1, it breaks it down, activity questions. These are any questions marked challenge or critical thinking. So it has suggestions and optional do-togethers and what you're supposed to do. So it goes through the whole week, and then it also gives the parents a an answer sheet for the worksheet that they're doing. So if it's not clearly stated in the book, if you have questions, you can always go back and check their work. And then, of course, the worksheet for them. She's already done this, so obviously it's not going to be in there. But it goes all through each week up until week 36. Okay. And then once they are done, then you get the certificate of completion that you can sign and date once they finish their work. All kinds of stuff. It's pretty much foolproof, which is great. if you don't have a background in teaching. It really breaks it down for you. I really like that it's simple to use, and my girls really enjoy it. Since we homeschool through an independent, it's a public charter school. It is government funded, so we cannot purchase anything with our funds that we're given. We can't purchase anything that is religious, has any kind of religion based. So if it's a Christian based curriculum, I cannot purchase it using the funds that we have, so I have to purchase out of pocket, which I did, but I also cannot turn the material in if it has obvious references to Christianity. So because a lot of our language arts that I did purchase through Masterbooks, it is Christian based, and a lot of the pages have scriptures or references to Bible stories, so I cannot turn them in. We still use them, and I show her teacher what she does, but I also purchased DK Books workbooks as supplements. I will show you what we got from Masterbooks, and I will show you the supplemental stuff that I got to turn into the education specialist. Alright, so this is the language arts. I got language lessons for a living education. This is their 2nd grade curriculum. Lesson has like 5 days worth of work. So they read a story and they answer questions. So this is just to build reading comprehension. Here we're talking about plural nouns, adding S or ES. And then it always has her tell a story. So it gives her a scenario. Like this one, if you could visit any country, where would you go? What would you do there? Think of a story about going to another country and talk about your adventure. So she tells me verbally her story, and then she draws a picture about her story that she did tell me. So she said she wanted to go to Israel. She wanted to see the Jordan River. She wanted to go into a synagogue. She wanted to see the Wailing Wall. And then over here she writes 1 or 2 sentences about her story, and then extra if she wants to. And then this is the other book that I got from Masterbooks, and this is all the Masterbooks curriculum. This is the writing strand, so it's talking about different, she does this not as often, but we're just going through it really slowly because it's just different ways to write. So it's a pencil, and then we're talking about adjectives, so just to make your writing more interesting. It's just like building on your writing. So I really like this. This is a fun little practice thing for her to do. So with the Masterbooks curriculum, I like it to a point. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not like I don't like it, but it's not like something that's really moving with Hannah. I feel like she doesn't enjoy it as much, and it's hard to get into something that you don't enjoy. So I might try something else for language arts next year, and I'm actually going to use a Christian-based curriculum for history next year with them both, and then I'm going to use something different for language arts. Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet, but once I do and try it out, I'll let you know what we think. These ones we really like, these books, the DK workbooks. This is our favorite math also. For Hannah, I really love this for Hannah. She picked it up really, really fast. This is Matthew C, and this this program comes with so in kindergarten, it only comes with a workbook, but in 1st grade and on, 1st grade is alpha, and then this is 2nd grade, this is beta. This one comes with, 1st grade and on comes with your workbook and a test booklet. So after they're done with each lesson, they will do a test on that lesson. So the book is broken up into 4 units, and after so many lesson tests, then they'll take a unit test before we move on to the next unit. So she'll take the unit test, which is a couple of pages versus 1 front and back, and then she'll take her lesson test, and those are always front and back. They're usually 20 questions or less. So just to make sure she's staying on track with that. If she gets anything, she never has, but if she had gotten anything below a B, then we would probably revisit some of the lessons before moving on to the next section. It also comes with the teacher manual, the DVD that goes through each lesson first. So each lesson will start off, so if she needs it. If she doesn't, we don't even watch the DVD half the time because she just gets it, or it's something that I'm able to explain to her. But if I'm confused or if she's confused, we'll resort to the DVD where we watch the lesson with the teacher on there, and then we'll use the manipulatives if she feels she needs to. So let me show you the manipulatives that it comes with. And this is the Matthew C. manipulatives that it comes with. It's an integer block set. So it comes with all the blocks that they need and everything. These are from the ones all the way to hundreds. We really like this program. It's easy to understand, it's simple enough for them, and it also gets a good base on place values. So when you start adding decimals and everything, I feel like it's a good transition because they're already used to hearing hundreds, tens, hundreds, thousands, units. So things like that, it makes it much easier, I feel. This is Adrian's curriculum. Adrian is in kindergarten. She's 5 years old. So this is her social studies for kindergarten. I think I have her in grade 1 actually for history, because I didn't really care for the kindergarten curriculum with Pearson My World does not come with a workbook. I had gotten Hannah the kindergarten curriculum and it did not come with a workbook. It only came with the DVD and the extra resources, and that's where I had to get all of the stuff. And at the time we didn't have a printer, we didn't even have a computer that had a CD-ROM reader, so that was really frustrating. So this here I got learning with Hannah, so I got the first grade for Adrian to work with, and she's doing great in it, which I like. Again, with her we did Bookshark also. It comes with all of her books for the year. It comes with, just like Hannah, she has her own binder with all of her worksheets, and then also, since it's kindergarten, she's going to have different stuff. So we're going to talk about plants. So we have the soil, we have different types of soil. We're going to be working with floating objects and stuff like that. So we have the ball and rubber bands, and there's a magnifying glass. So she's going to have a lot of fun with that. We haven't done anything yet, which is odd considering we're already halfway through the year, but I did get her curriculum late. So we're trying to play catch up right now. We do 2 lessons a week instead of 1, trying to catch up. So we should be, I think we're coming up on a project soon, so we'll get into that. Again, for her, we also use the Matthew C. curriculum. She is struggling a little bit more in her math, so I bought some extra stuff to kind of help her along. She's almost done with the book, and she's done really well, but I did notice she's still struggling a little bit with certain numbers, and then also the concept of addition. So we're going to get some extra stuff to work on once we finish this book to kind of give her a little bit, facilitate her learning a little bit better. And with language arts, again, we got the Master Books curriculum for her. So she has a Simply K developmental approach to kindergarten. So this has, each lesson is again, I believe it's 5 days long. And then 3. So she does a 3-day lesson. Each week is 1 letter. So last week was I, last week was K. This week is L. Next week will be M, and there's always, so it gives you before you even start the lesson, it gives you a prep page, what you're gonna need, because you'll go through different activities. There's a Bible lesson, there's a verse. So that one's really good. We really like this program for Adrian. I may keep it just because I really like it for her. And then this one is the Foundations Phonics, which I love. It's a lot of fun, and she really enjoys it. So each day, this is the first page of the lesson, and it talks about, so we're going to be talking about the long I sound. I is for Isaac. It gives you the parent, so you know this is the worksheet that they're going to be working on. And then it goes through, so this is the parent, it's like a script that you follow. It's really interactive and fun. She really likes this. I'm always like, are you ready? And she's super excited about it. It goes through a Bible lesson, and then at the end of the Bible lesson, then we practice actually reading. So I did, I sit, I bit. And then she does an activity sheet. This one we were just like finding different letters she was practicing, so it gives them short sound, long sound, so they know what to expect. And again, we start over, and then each lesson's broken up. So one lesson, we may be learning the long sound of I. Then the next lesson is the short sound of I. So there's different, and it lets you know ahead of time. So these ones we really do, like, I really enjoyed these. But again, because it's a Christian-based curriculum, I also got her the DK workbook. So again, she has spelling and language arts, just like Hannah's. Sorry, these girls are losing their minds today. So we really like that. And then my education specialist for the girls also gave me this to work with her on her reading. So I see, these are really cool, like just starting off with I see two eyes, I see one nose, and it has the pictures to kind of help. And instead of using the words, it gives them the number so they can start practicing with the reading. What I do is I have her read like 2 pages worth. And then once she reads them without messing up and she doesn't need my help, or she doesn't look at the pictures every single time, then they'll move on to the next section. So we've gotten through these, and those are great practice that the teacher gave us. And this is our preschool curriculum. Everything I got from Masterbooks. This was all out of pocket because the program that we go through does not have a preschool program. They only start at TK if the student has a birthday after the cutoff. Like for Hannah, her birthday's in September. It's after the cutoff, so she started TK at 5 instead, just before she turned 5, instead of being kindergarten. So because Adrian and Michaela's birthdays are in March, Michaela won't start until she's actually in kindergarten. So this is the preschool curriculum that we use. I really liked it. It's super cute. So each book has like a letter. So that's N for Noah, D for dinosaur, A for Adam. These little books go through different things like the gospel, the mission, the scripture, and it comes with a teacher guide, so like a parent guide. It tells you exactly what you'll need for each week, each lesson. This has all of the little coloring pages that they'll be doing. Then it also goes into, okay, so week 1, lesson 1, lesson 1, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, and it's got all the pages for each one. This is another part of the curriculum. So we do circle time discussion, so this goes into exactly what they're doing. Circle time song, and extra little notes for the parents, different senders that you can do. Then it also comes with Noah's Ark preschool activity book. So this is just activities that she can do along with what we're learning. And then this is the story of creation, so we can read it to them. And this I kind of go through as we do the lessons about day 1, day 2, day 3. And this was extra practice for her, just to learn with practice writing. This was, I think I got this on Amazon for like $10. And it's just great for coloring and pencil control, pen control. So like I write her name and she rewrites it. Shush. I'll write her name and then she'll write over it with a crayon. Then she's practicing writing in the correct direction. So it's just following directions. She did her circles, triangle, different shapes and stuff. And now we're going to get into letters and stuff like that. So I really like this curriculum. So far, it's really fun, and she enjoys it. She loves coloring, so it's all up her alley. So that is what I use. I showed you everything that we have up here. So this is the girls' science curriculum. I just won this, actually, and I was so excited to put it together. So this is all of the science stuff for Hannah and Adrian. I threw this up here for Hannah. It's a dictionary. Sometimes she has struggles writing, spelling words. So instead of having to spell it all for her, I'm going to start getting her into the dictionary. This is just for now until I get her a kids dictionary that's more geared towards children, because this is kind of advanced. So, but that's all we had so far. So I'm going to look into getting her own. These here are just extra reading books that I can read during the school day. This is what Adrian does. This is Hooked on Phonics. Adrian does 2 lessons a week in Hooked on Phonics, and I love the program. So I highly recommend that. These are just some fun little task cards that they can do every day. Adrian loves to read these to me. Bob books. These are great for word practice. If you've never seen a Bob book, usually in the very beginning of the book, it will introduce words that the kids are going to learn. So words for kids to learn. Apostrophe, because you're going to see it in the book. Swim, now, cannot, to. And then it explains what each one does. So what the apostrophe does, swim, how to sound it out. The O in now is not phonetic. So just like, so they can learn different things. And then you read the story. So it's really simple words, but I like that it introduces possible unknown words in the beginning. So it also, you can make this into a really fun little lesson for them. I also put in some fun little cards. These here are all supplemental things. They're a little extra and more enticing because they don't get them all the time. So, stop it. Shiloh's just all up in here. Hey, you're a mess. That was an overview of the curriculum that we use. I hope it was informative enough, but not crazy overwhelming for you. If you have any questions or if you need extra information that you want to know about any of the curriculum choices that we have made or past curriculum choices that we have made, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I also have another video that I did about 1.5 years ago, maybe, on the curriculum that we used last year. So if you want to look for, that one I give, they used a little bit different. I think we used Bookshark for history, science, and language arts for Hannah. So you can check that out also. I give some information on that and show you exactly what everything comes with. So if you're curious, I'll link that below as well as put it in the cards. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got a lot of great information that you can use if you're planning on homeschooling or if you know somebody who's homeschooling. So if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, I'd love to have you stick around and subscribe. We will see you in the next video.